Once again, guys and girls, trying something new today. You can, as you guys can see the phone number, you can call in live to speak with me live. We're going to be talking about this new possible merger. So if you don't have the phone number, let me give it out. It should be in the description, but it's 563-991980. If you want to call in and talk about the actual buyout that is happening, the buyout that is happening at
You are the only participant in the conference.
all right, one second here, let me kind of get my thing. What's going on, Brandon L? The number, if you want to call in to talk live, is 563-991980. I'm going to try this. This is something new, so bear with me. That's the number if you want to call in. I'm going to put you live on air where people can hopefully hear you, and we're going to talk about it. So if you want to talk about it, to talk about the actual what's going on. So definitely, if you're out there, give me a call, and I'll bring you on. Hopefully I can operate this right. It's a little new, so bear with me. All right? So anyway, T-Mobile, hopefully they get rid of CMD. What's going on, Keith? But this is the thing. So we're going to talk about it. T-Mobile, if you don't know, T-Mobile is looking to buy Sprint for $26 billion, right? Now, this is not something to get too excited about because I'm a Verizon holder because I use Verizon. So that's the one that I primarily use. So hold on one second. Make sure I got this right. Y'all give me one second. Make sure I got the... So anyway, me personally, I'm always a... say the number again. Okay, listen up. The number is 563-999-1980. Again, that is 563-999-1980. Yeah, it's in the title. Yeah, Keith. Yeah, I put it in the title too. So hopefully this works right. You know, I got my laptop here. You know, You know, to put you on if you call in. Hopefully this works properly. So I'm trying something new. I'm trying to expand it so I can talk to you guys more. But while that is going on, I'm going to we're going to go ahead and talk about the actual deal itself. So $26 billion. This is nothing to become excited about because they tried this before back in 2014 and it was shut down by the FCC. So it's nothing to get too crazy about. It was shut down in 2014 by the FCC. So they are making recommendations that they want to buy it. So with them saying that they want to buy it, it doesn't guarantee anything, right? So they want to buy for $26 billion. Oh, wait one second here. Yes. $26 billion over the next yeah, that's true. There is new leadership in the FCC. But another thing is I always kind of knew that somebody would buy Sprint. You know, Sprint has always been kind of holding on as the third wheel in the telecommunication industry. I always knew somebody somewhere along is going to try to get them. And I think AT&T made a move for them. Actually, AT&T made a move for Time Warner, but they told them no. So that is the thing that was kind of cool about it or whatnot. But this is an interesting fact. So you have T-Mobile. They have about 72 million customers. And you have about... if you own Sprint stock, that's a good question, Brandon. Now, if you own Sprint stock, so as we know, Sprint stock right now costs $69, right? Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. So as you know now, okay. So as you know right now, Sprint stock is $6 and about 50 cents, $6.50, right? But uh, Sprint stock is $6.50. T-Mobile stock is about $64. Sprint symbol is S. T-Mobile is TMUS. So for every one share that you have of Sprint, T-Mobile, they're going to for every one share of Sprint, it's going to equal not every one share of Sprint equals 9.7% of T-Mobile stock, right? So essentially, usually in these situations, if you own Sprint stock, the value of Sprint stock goes up versus the value of the stock goes up and the other value of the stock goes down. So that is the way that it usually goes down. So if you have a Sprint, usually the price value goes up, right? And the price value, because the smaller company always goes up, the bigger company will kind of go down to reflect because they are buying, they're making a big acquisition. Think about it. I think at one time Sears tried to go and buy Kmart. I think they did, and then they all went out of business because that's taking a lot of capital off of the company to try to expand. Then also they said over the next 4 years they're going to try to invest $40 billion into upgrading the systems. So the interesting fact is, if this does happen, they now have 127 million customers versus when there's by itself. T-Mobile has 72 million and Sprint has 52 million, right? So they combine themselves. They're looking at about 130 million customers to try to compete with Verizon, which supposedly has about 149 million. So what if I have 50 Sprint shares? In theory, what happens on Monday morning? In theory, on Monday morning, nothing will happen because this is just talks right now, right? This hasn't gone down. Two companies of this size, they have to go through the FCC, which is the Federal Communications Commission. It has to get approved. They're talking about this deal. Their goal is to have this deal done by next summer. So, but if you have Sprint stocks, it doesn't mean anything is guaranteed to happen Monday. But I would predict that you will probably have a little boost in shares. I would see a boost in Sprint shares, a little down in T-Minus shares. Also with Verizon and AT&T, I will see a little down in them too. Because if this happens, it's like a new competitor coming in, So it's like people are doubling up on you. So that's what I would see. So anyway, what else we have is, so I would kind of see a little down on Verizon and AT&T. And that's the case for me. So if you want to call in the description, I think the description is okay. Brandon, okay, I won't lose money then. No, you will not lose money because right now this is just talks. And since we're in talks right now, it's just like any company, right? You sit down, you say, hey, I'm going to buy you through your shares. I'm going to buy $26 billion of your shares. We can join forces. We can do XYZ. And you're in the preliminary phase. A deal, ink hasn't dried. A deal hasn't been set. So with that being said, there's nothing to get too crazy about. This is just talks right now. And this has happened before. And, with AT&T trying to buy Time Warner, I think Verizon made a move for T-Mobile at one time. I think AT&T made a move for T-Mobile. And they declined that because it was going to make them, it was fear of making a monopoly. Because AT&T is like number 2 right now. If they went off and brought number 3, that's going to put Verizon at a significant disadvantage, which could lead into somebody running the telemarketing thing. So right now, this is just talks. It's nothing guaranteed to talk about what's going to happen. We're going to get into a couple more things. So right now, AT&T has 134 million customers. Verizon has 49 million customers. If this merger happens, this brings this new company, T-Mobile, up to 127 million customers, making them a bigger competitor in the telecommunications market. Also, like I said about the stocks, we can look at Sprint on Monday. I can see a boost in them because this always happens. They're only $6.50 right now. When something like this happens, they usually go up in value. T-Mobile will go down. The smaller company always goes up over talks, right? If AT&T came out and said they were going to buy some small company, usually you see a price jump in that company because the stock is ran about feeding greed. People feeding fear and greed. This is what makes people greedy, right? JJ Smile says, just join TD Ameritrade and just, let me see. Just joined TD Ameritrade and just today looked over the scanner. Better than E-Trade Pro. See? Hey, that's good. That's good. You know, if you got any questions about it, I brought Sprint at $9. I wouldn't mind a boost. Yeah, if you brought it at $9, you're down a little bit right now. So I don't think it'll run up to like $15, $20, but I can see going around $7 to $8. You know, and if the merger transition, if the merger happens, then you can what you call it. But if you guys want to talk to me live, the number's in the description box. If you want to call in live, and I'll put you on live, and we can talk and we can discuss about it. I want to see what some of you guys think. I know you guys like writing me, but now I'm trying to step it up to say, hey, talk to me live. And I don't think nobody's called me live yet, if I'm using this right. But the number's in the description box. If you don't have the number, let's see what we got here. 563-999-1980. I think that's the number. Hopefully this thing is working right. But yeah, so that's the thing about it, right? So you're not going to, who just said that about AT? Okay, well, also, TD Ameritrade has an upgraded version called Thinkorswim, which I haven't done a lot of work on. I haven't done a lot of tutorials on Thinkorswim, but it's an awesome tool, right? It's the, like, E-Trade has E-Trade Pro. TD Ameritrade has Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim is a beast, right? I may get into doing that, doing some videos on it. It's a big tool, powerful tool. Most importantly, it's free. E-Trade Pro, it's an upgraded platform, but it costs us like, you know, a little bit of money. Sometimes they offer it to you for free for a couple of days, or, you know, 30 days, 60 days if you're a big trader. But yeah, from what I've seen of Thinkorswim, or what I remember of Thinkorswim, was a beast. So yeah, congratulations. He said, your phone will ring. I wish they had those platforms for smartphones. He said, my phone will ring. I don't know. No, it's not my, no, it's not my cell phone. That's not my cell phone number, right? That's a phone that's for this, what you call it. E-Trade Pro is free if you make 10 or more trades per month. Yeah, that's another. If you make 10 or more trades per month, it will be free. Sometimes, but then you got to think about it. Sometimes they just run specials and they may turn it off on you. So it just, they used to charge for that, but it's nothing worth paying for. Yeah, that would be nice if they had those for smartphones. I think over time they will become smartphones, because they're usually big tools. You know, you got to open up a desktop. It's, you know how you see people that are day traders, they have all these different streams on and all this other stuff going on. Usually that's what it is. It's usually like an E-Trade Pro or TD Ameritrade, or not E-Trade Pro or Thinkorswim or something like that, where it's these big, you know, fancy platforms. But I have noticed the app has gotten better and better. Oh, you never paid for it? You've been using it for 4 years? How much do you trade, Cream TV? He said, I trade on the run, not a desktop, or not a desk. That's true. That's true. Most people, you know, they go on their phone just like this, and they just go in, they just boom, 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 look at what they got to do. You're not a heavy trader like that. You're not someone who's trying to, you know, but this has all those charts and things like this, or whatever the case may be. So those are the way I look at it, you know. So it's just like me. I do majority of my trading on my phone, but I do like my laptop. You know, I rarely even see a desktop. But I do like my laptop, but I do like the feel of the desktop. The desktop has more things on it, right? So that's a good thing too. But yeah, so I want to know, you guys asked me, oh, 2 to 3 trades per day. Yeah, Cream TV, that's a lot. If you're doing 2 to 3 trades per day at a max, you know, 2 times 5 is 10, right? That's 10 trades per week. That's 40 trades per month. They probably giving you a little slack on commission fees, depending on what you're trading. So yeah, you're a pretty big customer, so of course they're gonna give it to you. 40 trades a month is a good bit of, you know, you're a pretty active trader. 2 or 3 trades per day or whatnot. So that's probably why you get it. So, but, you know, for people who do trade a lot, who goes in and out of the market, they'll offer it to you for free, or they just might upgrade your account and give it to you for free if you trade pretty often. But I know with TD Ameritrade, someone can open up an account and get Thinkorswim for free. It has virtual trading inside of it, all this. pretty powerful tool. But yeah, that's E-Trade has to compete, you know, because E-Trade used to cost $9.99 to trade with E-Trade. Now it's only like $6 to $5 now. And I think Charles Schwab changed the game with that. Charles Schwab came out the blue and just said $4.95 for trades, and that's when you seen everybody drop. TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, everybody drop in a way to compete or whatnot. So, okay, we got a caller. We got our first ever caller. Let's see. Let me see if I can see who this is. Hold on one second. See if I can do this right. Hello, can you hear me?
What up, Prince?
Hey, what's going on? What's your name?
This is Brandon L.
Brandon L, what's going on, my man? He said, I told you something.
What up, man?
So, nice talking to you.
I was just trying to see if it worked. I thought somebody was going to call first. I guess I'd be the first caller then.
Hey, you the first call. Somebody just commented and said, I told you somebody would call. So, okay, with this trade going on, tell me what you think.
Oh, well, about the subject, you basically kind of answered all my questions on the chat. Mm-hmm. But I was going to ask if I could ask another question, if that's okay.
Sure. Well, no. First of all, tell me where you're calling from.
Oh, St. Louis.
St. Louis. Okay, all right. Yeah, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, I just got a question. Like, how you feel about credit card stocks, like Visa and Discover?
I am a fan of them. Looking at Warren Buffett's 2018 report, he was a holder in, I think it was American Express or Visa. He does invest into consumers' debt, and he says he understands consumers will always buy, right? He says consumers will always buy. Consumers will always, we would love to borrow from the future. And when you look at the mindset of most American households, most American households have about, I think the statistic is about $15,000 to $30,000 worth of credit card debt, right?
Right.
So he's definitely a long-term investor in the credit cards, and that's one of the people I pay attention to. So if I'm a long-term person, I definitely don't see credit card businesses going out of business anytime soon.
Exactly, yeah.
I
was just looking at them a couple of weeks ago. I was like, man, I should have been got into credit card stock.
How old are you, Brandon L?
I'm 27.
27 years old. Have you ever struggled with credit card debt?
Nope. As a matter of fact, I just started using them now, so I'm debt free though, so I'm good.
That's great. One of the things that one of the mistakes I wanted to tell you that I made with credit card debt is when you start using them, they're a great way to build credit, right? You get all these rewards. You're constantly using them, or whatever the case may be. But you got to be careful with them because the credit card industry spends billions of dollars in marketing every year, and they do so much. They spend millions just to study people's research. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they're researching how you do it. So right now they're just trying to get you used to it, get you used to using it, get you used to getting rewards, get you used to using it, and then that's how people get into credit card debt. So be careful with it.
Yeah, so just pay everything in full, right?
Pay everything. Don't buy. It's good to build credit. Awesome way. Because my parents told me to stay away from it, which was a bad idea. Because if you get it, it's a great way. If you manage it well, the longer you hold a credit card, the better it does for your credit or whatnot, whatever the case may be. So be careful.
Will it be okay, to get multiple credit cards, like Visa, then get you a Discover? Because every store don't take the same, credit cards. So sometimes they don't take Discover card. They might take Visa. So is that a good idea?
Me personally, I will say no, right? Because me personally, I only keep one credit card, and I think my credit card limit is probably like $26,000, something I don't plan on using, right? That's one type of debt. It's good to have different types of debt. Like if you got a credit card, you got a card note?
I just paid it all in full.
Look at you. See, that's a good thing. Smart man, right? So if you got a credit card, if you have a mixed, like if you had a mortgage or maybe a credit card, maybe a card note, if you had a mix, but having 4 or 5 different credit cards open, every time you open up a credit card, right, they're going to give you a credit limit. And that credit limit could be potential debt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So me personally, I wouldn't go get the store. I had me one credit card. I would have one credit card that I would use, and that would complete me for my credit card section. Because you got to think about it. Why are you really getting a credit card? You don't need to
Right.
open up your wallet and have 4, 5, 6 different credit cards. You know, it looks like someone who's not man. You know, it gives a, you know, when somebody have 4, 5, 6 credit cards, it just doesn't look like a like, what are you doing? You know, if you got a Visa, I've had a Visa now for 12, 13 years. I don't think I went anywhere. They told me like, hey, yeah, we don't take Visa here. You know.
Okay.
As a
So Visa's the best option to take.
Yes,
Yeah.
I never had a problem. Right. Hold on one second. We got
Yeah.
what ETF is out there that would Amazon. What ETF?
Oh, I ain't gonna hold you up, but man, that's all I wanted to ask you though.
But yeah. Thanks for calling in, and appreciate
yes,
you
sir.
tuning into the show. Hopefully,
And I always want to tell you, man, you showed me a lot on this investing stuff, man. I had no idea about the stuff. You know, I always tell my mom about you, man. Like, man, if I ain't had this YouTube stuff, I don't know what I'd be doing with these stocks.
You know what? That's
So
great.
I really appreciate it.
Definitely, because when I started out, I didn't have this, so I'm glad I got it now. So, but yeah, definitely. Thanks for calling in,
sir.
man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.
All right.
Cool. Later. Oh, so that's our first caller. Okay, so Dexter Porter, what ETF out there will Amazon do you like? With Amazon, do you like? Oh, okay. What ETF are out there with Amazon do you like? You have a couple. We have a couple of them out there, right? Jay Stay here said, I told you someone call your line. But yeah, definitely we have a couple of them out there, right? Where you have a retail ETF. I don't know off the top of my head, but you have some retail ETFs. You have some technology ETFs that has Amazon, and most importantly, you got the S&P 500, right? The S&P 500 has Amazon in it, which is VOO, or you know it has other ones out there, but I haven't seen anything that can beat VOO right now. So VOOO, Vanguard, S&P 500. So, but yeah, definitely. Thank you guys, you know, for looking into that one. So, if you look into that one, that's the top 500 companies, and Amazon is definitely one of the top 500 companies. So, but yeah. So, I'm gonna try to do this every week. What did y'all think about the call? Could y'all hear it pretty good? You know, everybody that's in the chat room and things like that are on live. Let me know if you guys can hear it. We just had the call from Brandon all the way from St. Louis. So if you do want to call in and talk to me while I'm up, he say call was great, a great GD, good idea. I'm guessing you sent a great good idea. I like QQQ, which is why I asked. Okay, yeah, QQQ is another good one. If I'm not mistaken, QQQ is I think I did a video. Yes, it was good. Okay, good. So if anybody else want to call in, y'all know the number. It's in the description box, 563-999-1980. We're going to try to do this every week, make myself more interactive with you guys. Take care. Great show. All right, Dexter, thank you for tuning in. Now, the other thing I wanted to say was I'm getting ready, flying out on Wednesday night. I'll be headed over to Omaha, Nebraska for Warren Buffett's meeting, and I will be there live, and I will probably do some live Q&A there too. So, you know, for the whole week, I'm going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know, his meeting is actually on Saturday. Before the meeting, during the meeting, I mean, he has a little shindig expo before the meeting. He actually had the actual meeting and, you know, the post meeting. So I'm going to be there Friday, Saturday, and I'll be in Omaha until Monday before I come back to Denver. So, yeah. So, definitely, if you are out there, stay tuned. Pour the Oracle to the side. I'll try, you know. He's talking about the Oracle, Warren Buffett. Speaking of that, a good friend of mine, Andy Sorey, the Yahoo executive, the Yahoo editor-in-chief, Andy Sorey, who's been on this show, he just sat down with Warren Buffett a couple of days ago, and I put the interview up here. And he was talking about how he could have turned $114 to $400,000 in his lifetime with just index investing. So that's the way. So yeah, check out that interview. I just put it up like a day ago. It's only 3 minutes. Andy Sorey. So Andy Sorey has been on the show. Great guy that I look forward to seeing. But, you know, Warren Buffett, it's going to be Fox News. It's going to be CNN, Wall Street Journal, all those media outlets out there. If he talks to somebody, that's who he's probably going to talk to. So I ain't nobody, so he ain't going to talk to me. So, but yeah, that'll be cool. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe one day. He said, now, D. Brooks said, yeah, now that's a good idea every week. So, yeah, I'm going to look to do this every week, mostly on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. One of these days to come in here and talk. You never know, Prince. You're right. You're right. You know, to be honest with you guys, I never thought in a million years that I would be in the same room with Warren Buffett. Never thought in a million years. So, for me to go in and see him live, hear him talk live, actually had a chance to be as closer to him and Bill Gates, that blew my mind. You know, so I'm just happy to be there. Another thing is, well, people ask me, hey, you know, how'd you go to Berkshire? What would the case would be? And to be honest, when I went to Berkshire, how I got the connection into Berkshire was via my books. If you don't know, I'm an author. I wrote 2 children's books, one about investing and one about credit. I actually just got a trademark. Since y'all cool, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you. One second. I just got this. If you guys can see this, might be too bright from the lights. So they say Wesley Learns from the United States Trademark and Patent Office. So they awarded me with the trademark finally for Wesley Learns. See that? It took some years to get, but finally got it. That's the trademark of my children's book series, Wesley Learns to. And you know what? To celebrate that, if you comment with the words Wesley Learns, the first person to comment with the words Wesley Learns, I'm gonna send a hardcover copy out to your house, right? So, but yeah, I just got this. Very excited about that. Whoever comment with the words Wesley Learns first, I'm going to send a copy out to. I'm going to ask you for your address. Actually, email me your address so I can send a copy of each hardcover copy out to your house to commemorate me getting this. Took a long time. But yeah, I sent these books on a random to Berkshire Hathaway, and I ended up getting in contact with one of Warren Buffett's assistants. She sent me an email, and we got to talking through email, and that's how I got invited to come up to the meeting. D. Brooks. There you go, D. Brooks. Hey, D. Brooks, send me an email at AskPrince, A-S-K, Prince, P-R-I-N-C-E, at royalfinancials.com. It should be in the description box. And send me your email. Send me an email with your address and your name. I don't know if D. Brooks is your real name, but send me an address with your real name so I can send it out to your house. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. That's just to commemorate me getting the federal trademark. Wow, that's crazy, right? Finally. So, but yeah, I wrote my first book 3 years ago. Wesley is my now 7-year-old son. At that time, he was probably about 3 or 4. He came on YouTube. We started doing this on YouTube when he was 2. When we wrote the first book, came out in 2015, and my second book came out last year, and my third book will be out next summer. Third book in the series. Yes, sir. Thank you, D. Brooks. Don't forget that. Ask Prince at royalfinancials.com. Because if you don't do that, I won't know your email. I won't know your mailing address to send it to. So definitely, thank you. That's to commemorate this. I'm glad I got this. So I sent those books to Berkshire. Got in contact with the secretary. She invited me to come up. Once I went up, that's when I went to Omaha for the first time last year. That's when I did the documentary that you guys could see, right? You know, love the channel, bro. Brandon Walker, appreciate it, man. Thanks, man. But yeah, we're on Instagram, The Investor Show. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook, The Investor Show. We're on Twitter. I don't tweet too much, but we're on Twitter as well. And we have The Investor Show TV also. What do y'all think about those interviews that I do? Do y'all want to see more professional athletes and different things like that? Because I know I had a couple of athletes. We had Pro Bowler Willis McGahee. We had the Super Bowl champ Marcus Colson just recently. We had the NBA champ Metta World Peace, Super Bowl and Pro Bowler Vontae Leach. We had a good bit of names that stopped by on the podcast and on the show. So what y'all think about having those athletes talk about finances? You know, I don't ask them well, I'm getting, I really tried to stay away from, hey, winning a Super Bowl and stuff like that. I want to ask them more questions about their finances. So, but it's a lot of people I reached out to that declined so far. But hey, it is what it is. And if you guys didn't know, I did ask Warren Buffett's people for him to come onto the show. So, we'll see, or whatever. But like you said, it's going to be Yahoo. It's going to be there. NBC, ABC, Fox, Alphabet, all these big channels and networks that's going to be fighting for 5 minutes of his time. And more than likely, those are the ones who's going to get it versus me. But the opportunity came available. What would I ask Warren Buffett? I don't know. I need to write that down because you just never know. But yeah, let me put this back. But yeah, that's my federal trademark. That's was the book series. That's how I ended up going to Berkshire. I ended up liking the company. And when I started to like the company, I became an investor. I became an investor into Berkshire. And from, Berkshire Class B, his Class A costs like $300,000, but his Class B is like $200 a day. So I got into his company. I invested into his company, and I held on to it ever since. So, going long term, as I learn more and more and read about him, and it just didn't make sense to me. Why would I fly all the way from Hawaii, which I did last year, go to Omaha, get an overpriced hotel because of the weekend, get a rental car, all this other stuff just to get there and not even invest into the company. So I said, if I think enough of this event, I'm going to invest into the company. And as I learn more and more about the company, I like it. But one interview I know I will get, I will have the new CEO of Dairy Queen. The new CEO of Dairy Queen team just reached out to me about a week ago and was telling me that, they wanted me to meet their new CEO. So definitely I look forward to interviewing him. Hopefully I can interview him. If I get a chance to meet him, if they want me to meet him, then hopefully I get a chance to interview him. And, coming up with, he's the brand new CEO. Last year I did the old CEO, but Mr. John Gaynor retired in December after 9 years, and he got a new CEO come January. So definitely I want to look forward to that. And my biggest thing is one day I want to own a franchise. I want me a Chick-fil-A, a Dairy Queen, a Taco Bell, or something like that. I know it's going to cost $1 gazillion, but if they can do it, I know I can figure out a way to be able to get inside of one of these franchises. So that's exactly what I want to do. So that's why I talk to these franchise owners and CEOs of franchise, because one day, what does that mean, beam in? What does that say? Bank? I guess that means bank, right? So, but I definitely want to get inside of one of these franchises one day when I retire from the military in 5 years. So that's what I definitely look forward to. So we'll see who else I meet there. I don't know who else I'm going to meet there. The only person that has reached out was the Investors Podcast, another great channel out there, and the CEO of Dairy Queen, the new CEO of Dairy Queen. I will meet with him and Metta World Peace. How many of you guys out there know the basketball player Metta World Peace, or Ron Artest? Won the championship with the Lakers, and also notorious for his Indiana Pacers brawl. But I think he called it Malice in the Palace. But he told me he's going to be there, so I know Ron Artest will be there. Hopefully I could grab some time with him. Hopefully you'll see him on Yahoo Finance. He's supposed to be doing a live interview on Yahoo Finance. So hopefully he's now the coach. I think he's the personal development coach for the D-League for the Lakers. So hopefully I get him. Hopefully I get the CEO of Dairy Queen. And I don't know who else I'm going to run into while I'm there. But great place to be. I know Bill Gates will be there. I know Warren Buffett will be there or whatnot. So it's a great place to be as far as being around all that investing energy. So many hedge fund managers, so many financial people. You can learn so much. It's a great networking place that I was able to meet a lot of great people and interview a lot of great people last year. So please go back. And the only thing that's crazy about finance is that the most successful people are unknown. That's the crazy part about finance. The most successful people are unknown. So I can walk around and, to be honest, I wouldn't even knew who John Gaynor was, the CEO of Dairy Queen, if nobody would have told me. You know, had I not been watching and following financial news, I wouldn't have known who Andy Sorey was. I wouldn't have known who Whitney Tilson was. You know, the only people that people know at Berkshire is Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger. That's it. His whole team, nobody knows, right? And his team wants to keep it that way. They don't want to be known. The people that brought me there last year, they asked me not to mention them. And they didn't want to do no interviews. They didn't want me to write about them or anything. But they live an amazing life because nobody knows who they are. And they work with, you know, the number one financial company in the world. It's a small little team, too. 10 or 15 people. So, but that's a great way to do it. Mayweather Financial Group. Are you kin to Floyd Mayweather? Or y'all, you know, because I see say Mayweather Financial Group. But anyway, it says, Prince, I brought a call at a strike of $8. The stock reverse split, and went to $32. Can I exercise my right to buy it for $8 strike price? Sorry for the change in topic. No, that's fine. He said maybe. Cool. But yeah, all right. So he said he brought a call for $8. No, strike price of $8, right? So when he buys a call, that means that he has the right to be able to buy a stock up. You know, I don't know what its expiration date is for that particular price in the future. But now he said the stock reverse split and went up to $32. Now he wants to know, can he go in and exercise for $8? I know what you mean. That is you know what? To be honest with you, Mayweather Financial Group, I have never experienced that. But it all depends on what type of reverse split that they do, right? Is it a 1-for-1? I know I experienced something like that. I had Citibank when it was $4, and they did like a reverse split, and they went up to $40. But all it did was, instead of me having the 10 shares that I had, you know, now I only had like 3 shares or something like that. So it wasn't like dollar for dollar. But that is true. To be honest, I had never experienced that one. I honestly say I can't know. I would have to do more research and to figure that one out. If anybody out there in the room has experienced that, definitely share that when I stop. But I know it has a detail on what type of split did it do. Because I had a stock that did that. It reverse split and went the opposite way, but I didn't get the gains of it. You know, one day, I ain't gonna lie, you know, this was back when I very first started investing. Citibank went to crap. I brought a whole bunch of stock. It was like $3, $4. I was like, oh, that's cheap. I brought a bunch of Citibank. God knows I wish I would have kept it. But I brought it, and, you know, one day I'm looking at the stock quotes, and I see Citibank for $40. I'm like, $40? I'm like, man, I've made $36 per share. No. So when I went and read the type of stocks that it did, so sometimes you can't get the googly eyes because it doesn't mean dollar for dollar every single time. All it did was, I think I probably had 10 shares, and it's like, oh yeah, your 10 shares are now 4 shares. I'm like, whoa, but the price changed. So it all depends on what type of reverse split did they do, right? And the biggest way you're gonna know if you can exercise at that price, you should see a big gain in your portfolio. Did the call price jump any? That's why Mayweather Financial Group. Did the call price jump any? Because if it didn't jump any, that could be a clear indicator of it not being able to, you know, the value not being there. So that's a tricky one. I have to look at the price didn't jump. No. Okay, so the price stayed the same. So if I was a betting man and a gambling man, it'll probably won't let you get the strike price of 8, maybe somewhere near to it. But I have never experienced that situation. And the reason why I asked did the price jump, because if anybody else on the market, if I see you got a contract, why would I go to the market and buy at $32 when I can buy your contract of 100 shares for $8? So the value should have jumped like crazy, you know. But if you did want to go exercise, you go to sell to open, and I think it's probably going to let you, you know, I don't know what price, because I know you got the contract saying you got the strike of 8, but that's very interesting how that's going to go. But a lot of people will be trying to buy that off your hands. So if you didn't see a price jump, I don't think it would be as as nice of a game as one would be led to believe. But if you want to call in and talk live, the number's in the description box. The number is 563. 563-999. Okay, I got a caller. We got a caller coming in.
Hello?
Hey, how's it
Hello?
going? You on the Investor Show. What's your name?
My name is Juan.
Han?
Juan.
Juan.
My name is Juan. Yeah.
Oh, what's going on, Juan? Where you from? Where you calling from?
I just wanted to let you know that Donald Trump just got kicked out of office and is starting his own trampoline company called Donald Jump.
Oh my goodness. Did y'all guys hear that? I see we got it. Where you calling from?
Sarsaparilla, New Mexico.
New Mexico. So you saying Donald Trump just got out of office and started his own company called Donald Jump.
Donald Jump, yeah. Trampoline company.
Oh, a trampoline company called Donald Jump. I see we got a comedian on the line. So how you doing?
No way.
How you doing, by the way?
CNN.
Say again?
I said, go on CNN.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Let me look this up. I don't think you're serious, but we're going to see Donald
Look up
Donald Jump trampoline. Wow, let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna look this up. Y'all heard anything about this trampoline company? He said, Bean in said, you better not look that shit up. But okay, what else you got on your mind?
I don't know. That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. But yeah, thank you for calling in. You know, thanks for tuning in out
Wait,
there in New Mexico.
I have one more thing.
What's up?
Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar.
Who?
Allah Akbar.
A low heart card.
Allah Akbar.
What does that mean?
Means 9/11. Allah Akbar.
Okay, that means we got special people calling in too. All right, that's cool. So, oh my goodness. So anyway, the number is 563-999-1980. I see we got people from the Special Olympics calling into the Investor Show. That's cool. I got a sense of humor as well. But but anyway, thanks for calling in. So, but anyway, what I'm getting ready to do. So D Brooks, if you're out there, don't forget to send me that email. I'm gonna send you a free autographed copy of both of my books, both of my children's book, Western Learns to Invest and Western Learns About Credit. And I definitely thank everybody for the support. If you do want to support the project, if you want to support anything that I do, definitely go out, check out the books. They're on everywhere, available everywhere. Hardcover, audio, Amazon, Audible, iTunes, anywhere you can think of books. They've done very well. They won about 4 awards. I don't know, probably like 9 schools, a couple public libraries, and I'm keeping pushing it. And I'm glad about the new trademark. But anyway, you know what? Both of the callers that called in, nobody spoke about the T-Mobile AT&T thing, right? So, but yeah, I definitely had fun. If you guys want to call in before I roll up out of here, you guys got the number. It's in the description box. What is it? 563-999-1980. But yeah, I definitely like that. So I definitely like you guys calling in and talk to you guys, become more, So, but thank you guys for tuning in. But anyway, I got to get out of here. I got to run to the gym real quick before the gym close. Play with Wesley a little bit, and then I got to get out of here. So thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great investing day. We're going to see how Sprint is going to perform on Monday. We're going to see how AT&T, keep an eye on them, AT&T and Sprint. That was the big news. And next time y'all see me, y'all gonna see me at Berkshire Hathaway. That's if my plane lands perfectly. So I gotta, flying, straight into Omaha. I'm gonna bring you guys with me. Everything that I go through, I'm gonna at least do one at the end of every day. I come on live and tell you about how the whole day went, every single day. So I definitely want to get Andy Sorey on again. I definitely want to get some other people on. Andy Sorey, CEO of Dairy Queen, and I don't know who else I run into. So, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for calling in. Until the next video, podcast, or cartoon, or whatever you see me do crazy around the globe. Peace, be safe. I'm out. Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Next week, see you guys.